Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ip of RageQuitTV. Gonna be casting a game between Evil Geniuses EG.IdrA and Infinity 7's Axslav. It is a PVZ on Ohana LE, a map where the Zerg will have to make the first move because it is very easy for the Protoss to go on 3 bases. And once the Protoss is on 3 bases, he can do just about anything. And he can take that 3rd base so quickly, he can make an interesting 3-base timing before the Zerg has a chance to go up into Broodlord. So we'll get to see exactly what Axslav ends up doing. He is a very passive player, so I don't think he's going to be doing any 2-base timing. If the map allows him to take 3 bases, well, most likely he's going to be taking 3 bases before he moves out. Gonna get the 9 pylon and go out to scout. We'll see exactly what EG.IdrA does. My guess will be a 15 pool, 15 hatch, because it is EG.IdrA. That is what he likes to do. He is a player that is very predictable, but with that predictability does come skill, because you can know what he's doing, but he will just end up beating you somehow. He does vary up his mid game though by quite a bit. We haven't seen kind of playing like Demaga with Ling Bling. He plays like Stefano with Mass Roach. He goes into Mutas every now and then. He goes into Broodlords and Festers every now and then. So you can't really predict EG.IdrA's mid-game anymore. But his opening, he never ever really deviates from the opening unless he decides to go for a 6-pull. That is another possibility. So it's either a 15 hatch or 6-pull out of EG.IdrA. We do have the 15 pull being built, and now EG.IdrA going to be going for the 15 hatch most likely. Axslav, though, going to come down and block this. If the Overlord, is he going to go and see that one probe? It wouldn't surprise me to see EG.IdrA try to go down at 16, just build another drone right here, because he knows he's not going to get the hatch off while the probe is there. We'll see if he builds another drone. Yep, does go up to 16, realizing I can't take a 15 hatch. The 2 drones do go down there, so that way if the probe doesn't build the pylon right here, and the 3rd drone does go down here, the probe chases it down here, the other drone just takes the natural. So it's a very nice move, and Axslav building another pylon, and we can see that does delay this Nexus right now. He would have enough money to build the Nexus, and he better cancel this pylon unless this is going to end up costing him quite a bit. We do have the drone trying to damage the pylon. The pylon does get canceled, and Axslav is taking his Nexus, and that is going to be at 20 seconds, and the hatch is starting now, so I don't know if that's actually beneficial or not. The pylon did get canceled after 24 seconds, and we can go in this and see the Nexus has, let's see, about a 20-second lead on the hatch, so whether or not he did do that little pylon block, I don't know if that was actually beneficial. I think it may have actually hurt Axslav because he lost minerals, and his Nexus would have been the same distance ahead of EG.IdrA's hatch either way, just because, well, he had the money to when he built the pylon, and the pylon didn't stay long enough to make delaying the hatch meaningful. However, since he did delay 2 bases of EG.IdrA, this means that EG.IdrA runs the chance of oversaturating for quite a bit on his main. He's going to have to do a drone pull over to this 3rd base relatively soon. We can see it almost finished, and when will he do that drone pull? You can see that he's already oversaturated on his main, now has about 1.5 idle drones, because any drone after this 2nd line is about half as effective. We do have the inject now, just finishing EG.IdrA. Better inject again. There we go. And not building another queen, which is relatively interesting. I thought he'd start another queen, and this queen would migrate her way down to the 3rd base, but EG.IdRA just going to start the queen on this 3rd, and that just means it's not going to have an instant inject on it. We'll see if EG.IdRA starts another queen to walk this down to the natural. It doesn't look like he will, so EG.IdRA not getting the queens out instantly, and we'll get to see exactly what he ends up doing. It doesn't look like he's going to go with that mass roach play, because if he was doing that, well, he'd be droning up as hard as he possibly can, and in order to do that, you got to get those queens out as soon as possible. And the probe is going to come up, see nothing on that one hatch. EG.IdRA is getting a few drones, 2 gases as well, so maybe he is going to be going up to that. Those gases were taken at around 5:30. Probe comes up, sees the 3rd base, and sees that hatch finished, so he knows, okay, I'm going up against a 3-hatch Zerg, and now Axslav can formulate his plan exactly what he wants to do. Zealot already trying to take out these rocks. Like I said, Axslav most likely wants to go on a very fast 3rd base, because that is what Axslav likes to do, and it is relatively safe. He is leaving a wall open right here. Lings could run by, but they would take a loss, so I don't think EG.IdRA's really going to be risking that. Axslav just taking out these rocks. EG.IdRA, does he know about that? I don't know if he knows. The Ling is going to be coming by, or the probe going to be coming by. And wants to build that Nexus actually before those rocks go down. Gonna get a pylon, get another pylon, and keep on going. That one link gonna do what it can to delay this as long as it possibly can. And Axslav getting delayed right now. He wanted to take that Nexus at 7 minutes. IdrA now going to be getting a Evo chamber out. And he doesn't have a Roach one, doesn't have a Lair stud. Getting 2 Evo chambers, actually. So, looks like he may be... I don't know what he's doing. Only on 2 gases, so... Maybe opening up with his mass Ling build, kind of playing like Damaga. Will get a Banley's Nest relatively soon, probably around the time he ends up starting his lair. He does have the money and gas, so I don't know why he isn't. Most likely going to start 1-1 before going up to a lair. There's the +1 armor, +1 attack, and yep, going to be starting 1-1 before the lair. That speed just about done. Sentry's now going to be helping take out these rocks. Lings are running in. There are 2 cannons up already, and there's no sweet spot to hit. Axslav is doing a huge wall. You can see there's 4 gateways, 2 cannons, 3 cannons off in the back. Where's the 3rd cannon highlighted? There's 3. Oh, 2 morphing in, and the 1 right there. Duh. IdrA, though, going to be trying to do the damage before Axslav takes those rocks down, so he's only Lings versus the cannons. IdrA looks like he has enough Lings to take out both of these cannons. Zealot is coming down. Zealot doesn't have any upgrades. That is one thing that is key to note. Axslav didn't get any upgrades right away. Just trying to get this 3rd base as fast as he can. These Lings will be dealing with this 1 cannon, and Axslav just going to be building more cannons behind this. IdrA right now losing less than Axslav, but Axslav does secure this 3rd base. Just now finishing, going over into the worker count, 53 probes to 68 drones. Going over into this, that next at 42 energy, this one at 8. Axslav doing a relatively good job on chrono boosting, and has started his +1 melee attack, so his Zealots will be rather scary. Also getting hallucination. We saw this in the game against TLO as well. Axslav is one of those players that does like getting hallucination because he is going up on this very fast 3rd base. He doesn't really get a robo facility. As we did see, he cut number 1, his gateway attacks, or his melee attack. Or that's actually gateway attack. Yeah, gateway attack is what's good to say it, or ground weapons level 1 attack. So he delays that. And he also delays a robo facility. Instead of getting the robo facility, he gets hallucinate just so he can see what IdrA is doing, because he is going on a very fast 3rd base. He wants to go around the map as fast as he can and see if IdrA is taking advantage of this. If he saw like IdrA double expanding right now, then he know, okay, well, I can't really get this base saturated. I have to do some type of attack. But if he still sees IdrA on 3 bases, then he's going to be like, okay, I can keep turtling up, I can just get an army, I can go up to whatever I want to. We do see Axslav getting a Twilight Council, so he may do DTs. I'd highly doubt it this late in the game. Just has the gas to do that, floating around 700 gas. Going to get another Forge up to get upgrades a little bit faster. There we go, the Blink has started, and he is getting a Templar Archive, so he will be going up to Archons, and we'll see if he actually goes up to High Templars. Let's see, what does he see? Well, he saw a lot of Lings and didn't see any Roaches, so he may actually go up into High Templars because Storm does very well against Lings, and Axslav places a cannon at both sides of his Nexus. Plenty of probes here, so IdrA does not want to engage into that. Another cannon is being built. And, yeah. Pretty passive game so far. IdrA now starting on that creep spread, as you do see it going across the map. His Lings are going up to 2-2 right now and just finishing. Ventral Sax, does his Overlord have the speed upgrade? It looks like yes, that speed upgrade is finished for the Overlord. So now IdrA can do Baneling Bombs, as we do see Banelings being morphed. And it looks like he will get the first round of harassment in. We can go over into the Workers Kill, just 1. But with these Baneling Bombs that will be coming out, there will be a lot more killed. Phoenix is over here. I believe? No, he didn't see these Banelings morphing, as we do see. The creep wasn't connected, and that's been connected for quite a while. So now Overlords are going to be splitting up, going to 2 sides of the map to do Baneling Bombs on probably the main and this 3rd base. May even try to sneak an Overlord and go to all 3 bases at once. If he does that, he is bound to kill quite a few probes. Axslav just now getting his Robo facility, so really late Robo facility. Is he going to get an Observer first, or is he going to get Immortals? We will be finding out. Hive now just completing from IdrA along with that Spire, so he will be trying to go up into Broodlords this game, and is on 4 bases, so he does have enough gas to sustain that. Plenty of Spine Crawlers over at this, and here we go. IdrA is going to go engage in this space. The probes immediately get pulled away, but this one Overlord does get 11 kills. Very nicely done there, and Axslav going to be trying to do damage. Does hallucinate a Colossus, trying to force out Corruptors, most likely. I don't know what, but, well, he had the energy on his sentries, so might as well hallucinate that unit out, trying to scare IDrA's Lings away from attacking him. And I haven't seen a pro player actually use hallucination before. And IDrA, he has sour memories about this when Huck did to him, and IDrA rage quit after seeing a bunch of hallucinated Void Rays. Colossus does dissipate, and Axslav is going to be going in, try to take out this fourth base, but we can see IDrA building so many Spine Crawlers up to defend that. 9 Spine Crawlers will be up. Lings now coming in, gets a few Zealots out of position, and Zealots actually going to live. The Infestor does get a big phone growth off on all those sentries, and there we go. Bang's coming in and going to be dropping on top of those sentries. Every sentry goes down, and IDrA still has quite a few Lings. More than enough Stalkers to deal with them, but without those sentries, Axslav can no longer be aggressive because the Lings will quickly outnumber them, and the Stalker's only at 2-1. He does have +2 armor on the way, but IDrA has 3-3 on the way with Adrenal Glands and a Greater Spire just finishing with Corruptors coming out. IDrA in a beautiful spot right now, and Axslav morphing into Urkon, going to be bringing that with him into this battle. And that Urkon will be good against Lings, but it won't be too good against the Broodlords. We do have a Stargate on the way, so it may be going up into Mothership play. Does he have an Observer to see? Well, he sees the, No, he doesn't see that. I think that's the lair. Yeah, that is definitely the lair. He started the Spire, I believe, at the same time. Actually, is at double Spires, so he can get as many upgrades as he wants, but both of them right now are idle. Lots of Lings going to be coming in. There is that Urkon. Phone Girth goes off on a lot of Stalkers, even getting that one Urkon, get another Fungal off, and Axslav is going to have to retreat. It looks like IDrA definitely commanding the way this game is going. Taking out all those sentries with that Fungal Baneling drop, just preventing Axslav from doing pretty much anything against this mass Ling style because he was very dependent on getting those sentries out. And now that he has the Robo Facility, he had to make the decision, do I want to get a lot more sentries to get force fields out, or do I want to go up into Colossus? Axslav has a very tough decision to make. It is going to be going up into Colossus, going to just ignore those sentries, is getting a Fleet Beacon, so going to get a few more Urkons most likely, and just try to toilet IDrA when he gets up to the high Broodlord count. Plenty of Zealots coming out. Big Blink does go off on the Stalkers to go underneath the Broods. Storms go down, taking out a lot of the Lings, and Axslav looks like he's still in this, but he's only down by around 30 supply, is going to be backing on off, and those two units do go down with the ship. We do have IDrA taking a fourth base, but Axslav has a Warp Prism out on the map, morphing in a lot of Zealots, going to be going in to attack this, and Axslav, good move, whooping in these Zealots. He doesn't really need minerals at this point. His army is going to be very gas heavy very soon because he's going to be getting a Mothership out, Urkons out, and Colossus out. Those are the 3 things Axslav needs. Doesn't really need minerals. All those units are pretty done gas heavy, so whooping in those Zealots doesn't really hurt him all that much. Does delay IDrA from attacking him, and that is all Axslav needs right now. He is getting his 4th base up, but the main thing he needs is time. He needs time to get that Mothership out, time for it to get energy, time to get more Urkons. He just can't handle an attack right now, but he is going to engage. Knowing those Lings were all the way at the main, Zealot's going to be charging to push those Infestors out of the battle, but he just doesn't have the anti-air here to kill off the Broodlords. 3 Stalkers going to be blinking underneath of 6, and 6 Broodlords do kill 3 Stalkers rather easily. The Ling's going to be coming back in here, and Axslav is forced to pull back a little bit more, and he cannot defend this 4th base. There is no chance in hell for him to defend this 4th base. And I think he thought he had more anti-air than he did, or maybe he underestimated the Broodlords, because he is only at 2-2 actually, and the Broodlords are at 1-1, so a little bit odd for him to move in with those 3 Stalkers. Lane's going to get us around on this. The Colossus is doing what it can, up to 20 kills already. Broodlings, though, going to be raining down from the sky. IDrA almost doubled supply of Axslav right now. You can see banking 3k minerals, could just mass Lings if he wanted to, but it looks like he doesn't want to right now. Or maybe he does, getting 40 Lings. Ling's going to get us around on these Stalkers and the Colossus. More Stalkers do pop in, trying to take out the Broodlords, but the Broodlords are morphing in faster than Axslav can kill them. So there goes the GG by Axslav. IDrA will be taking that game, and there is a second game that will be coming out, so stay tuned. I guess you could say stay tuned. Going into this SC2 Gears, this is Ohana. I just want to make sure this was the correct game. I was going into SC2 gears with. And that's not it. Let's boom. What? That's not it. Sorry guys, new computer. I haven't set up all the static things. Why is that happening? I'm just clicking. There we go. Oh. So we'll go into these charts. We do have Axslav's macro APM pretty low, 43, micro APM 97, IdrA 101, 166. But the main thing I just want to look at this game is going into the injects. Not really too much to see there. IdrA's injects, and this is just setting up in case next game there's some type of hyper aggression that comes from Axslav. The unlikely chance it is. This is 12.9 seconds. So not the best injects, and this does come with IdrA not getting those queens right away. Like I was saying in the game, the third base built a queen, the natural built a queen. If you have the queen sitting there, of course your injects are going to be a little bit better. So we will be going into game number 2. They are ladder games, so that's why I'm not numbering them or anything. So I hope you enjoyed the cast. Sorry it was a little bit passive. Those things do happen, but it is IdrA, and I know a lot of people like watching IdrA, so